So basically, it's a Ipsalu Tantra system, how to release emotions. It kind of goes a little bit violent. But what I want you to do with me is just to make the sounds that create frequency in 7 centers. Root center, then sexual center, the physical self center, heart center, throat, and then third eye, and then the spirit connection center. So the first root, and basically the work is about inhaling some way, certain way, exhaling certain way, beating into the pillows. So it's kind of like a little bit aggressive, and it's, but on the back plane of your consciousness, there is a really interesting thing happening. So you vocalize the sound in the centers, and you keep inhaling and exhaling and beating into the pillows. But as you do it, basically, even if you do it by yourself or you are doing it in a group and everyone is doing it, it's sort of kind of like a meditation, you know, and it's like aggressive physical movement together with the breath, together connecting the vocalizing the sounds and creating those sound frequencies in different centers, and all of that enhances your subconscious flow, and it totally starts speaking to you in images or memories, and kind of like pieces of puzzle click together. For example, like the root sound, and I want you to do it with me, it's a grunting sound, and it's all kind of grunting sounds. And like, that's a grunting sound, yeah? And I was kind of like bringing it from here. When you are doing it, you have to be like really like aware how you are sending the voice. Now it's coming from here, still from the throat. But you have to kind of like real low, so it's a process, you see. I mean, a lot of our society lives in the head, so even like when we speak, you know, a lot of people talk through the throat, through the head. Some people like, okay, heartful people talk like sharing. But basically, yeah, so basically when you are laying down and you are starting moving those centers, and it's kind of like really even easier to bring that sound into, but kind of like give me some grunting sounds, please, each of you. You too. Okay, so that's the root center, and root center is you and all of your culture, like all of your groups, how you like, you know, you were baby, all the family, you went to school, all of your school, it's kind of like you and your tribe, yeah? All of those relationships, you and a lot of lots of groups of people. And then sexual center is the sound ooh. Ooh. Yeah, and you do it like you, ooh, or you, ooh, ooh. And when you're doing it, you actually can kind of weave masculinity and femininity together. You can do really like ground down, the ooh, ooh sound, and ooh, ooh, kind of like, you know, and in between, everything in between. So basically, it's kind of like, you see, you're weaving feminine and masculine, and actually kind of like creating tantra, creating the merging of the opposites through doing this exercise as well. And how one of the things how it accomplished, you take the root. You start with the root, making those sounds, and then slowly you come to the top, and you basically merge your root, earth, and then heaven, the top, spirit and the earth, and you merge it together through the heart. So the second sound is sexual, and they actually been even telling that in that workshop, if you kind of like your partner wants sex and if you don't feel like sex, if you actually start moving and like making that ooh sound, it kind of like ignites your sexual juices. So the third sound is awe. Please. Awe. 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 And it's a physical self-center, and this is how the businessmen project energy into the future, the guts. They keep it, the vision in the guts and intention, and this is how the energy creates future when you like manifest your, like, and so this is physical self, and the sound is your roundness, awe. Your unconditional acceptance of your physical self, of who you are. Awe. Then we come to the heart, and the heart is like a bridge from the lower triangle, 3 centers, and the higher triangle, which is throat, the pineal pituitary, third eye, and the crown, connection to spirit. So this is your higher triangle, this is your lower triangle, and the heart is a bridge. And bridge is opening sound. Ah. All kind of ahs, but just give me some ahs here. Yeah, yeah. So it's grunting, then ooh, then awe, then ah. Then we come to the throat, and the throat is eh sound. Eh, give me eh. 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 Opening. Eh. By the way, people say like it's switching to the fifth dimension. Like fourth dimension, it's a hard dimension. 3 dimension, third, like physical will and like willfulness, the dimension. Fourth is a hard dimension. Fifth dimension, all humanity going to a fifth dimension. It's actually connected to the throat opening up, to you being able to vocalize all kind of sounds with your throat, because that vocalizing that voice, making those sounds and voices actually manifests the new reality for you. And it helps really to bring all of the energies to the higher subtle vibration, pass it to the higher manifestation in terms of ascending the energies. So then there is a third eye, and the third eye is E sound. E. Yeah. In Turkmen culture, there is a dutar, it's 2-string instrument, yeah, and they take the high, really high E and like really vibrate, like kind of like. That's actually E with grunting, yeah? But actually that kind of like connects this to the root. So it's kind of like fascinating. And but E again can be all kind of sounds, E for pineal pituitary, third eye, and then there is a last sound, for you vibrate under the crown, it's NG together. In Turpan language, it's actual natural sound. It's mwah. 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 Yeah. You kind of like palatalize it, make it soft. It's mwah. It's on the back of the palate, and G pronounced together. Mwah. 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 And G together. Mwah. If you had a baby, when the baby cries, it's kind of like the original sound. Baby, you see, that makes the mwah sound. So basically it's grunting all the pain that you have, that you got inherited with your cultural vasanas, cultural conditioning. And you burn kind of all that pain, and then you go through all the centers and you become a pure innocence baby again. E goes into